Hello everyone. I am just sitting out here on the porch with the puppies and short little update before I get to the topic of this video. Our neighbors are hosting some cows in our back pasture. You can't see them very well, but they are way out there. It's super fun to wake up seeing cows back there in the morning, and so that's kind of cool. But what I wanted to go live and chat about today was how I'm certain that Aristotle, our son who will be here in September, will be beyond all educational standards. And I know this is a hot topic and a lot of people may react or be like, how can you know? You've never had a child before. That doesn't make any sense. You can't know if they'll be good in school or not until they're there, or all these different points. But I'm here to tell you that I have surrounded myself with a community of people who have proven how to raise effective children, how to raise children that are beyond all educational standards. And it is obvious how to do it. It's not some secret formula. It's not something that we're hiding. It's become very plain for me to see exactly how we can raise Aristotle and know that he will be ahead of all other children his age. It's simple. 1, I will be home raising him myself. He will not be raised by a babysitter, a nanny, a child care center, preschool teacher, kindergartner, any teacher for that matter. He won't be going to school. He will be homeschooled. He will have the ultimate support system at home where I'm able to see exactly where he needs help, where he's struggling, what he wants to learn, what he's curious about, what he's questioning, where does he not understand reality for what it is. I will be here every step of the way. So that in and of itself is beyond valuable. Second, I'm going to be supporting him to have each and every letter, symbol, number, word physically integrated. And if you don't know what that means, I'll give you an example. So you're going through school, and what is the main modality that the average educational system utilizes? Memorization. So you go through whatever subject and you memorize exactly how to spell words, you memorize what mathematical concepts you need to for the test, or historical context, or whatever it may be, where you just have to memorize before this test. And as long as you've got it memorized, you're gonna ace that test. And then after that test, how much do you really remember? That's because that was only stored on the conscious level of your mind. That's not on the physical integrated level of your body. That's very temporary. That's like a fleeting thought, as opposed to, let's say, your body's ability to have its heartbeat beating automatically without you thinking about it. You do not have to think about it. It's automatic. It just happens. That is on the physical integrated level. And that is how you can support a child to be effective, to have a way beyond educational standard knowledge, is simply by helping them integrate all words, letters, symbols, numbers on a physical level, so they know it without a shadow of their doubt in their minds. Like, for example, if I were to ask anyone on this live, like, what is your name? Did you have to think about it? No, you just knew it. And that is what we're going to support Aristotle to do, is to integrate all things on a physical level, and we'll be utilizing TechnoTutor to do that. And we see time and time again that kids who use TechnoTutor just blow standards out of the water because they physically integrate things and not just memorize them. And so that's the second reason why I know Aristotle is going to be beyond all educational standards. And the third reason why is because another way to support a child is to explain. When they ask why, don't squash their curiosity by telling them, stop asking why. Don't squash their curiosity by saying, you don't need to know. It's because I told you so. It's literally diminishing their curiosity, natural learning ability, and desire to understand their physical reality around them. And so that's another thing that we'll be implementing, is explaining to him exactly what's going on, explaining to him why we're doing the things we're doing and how we're doing them and how that actually supports physical reality or supports him. And in implementing those three things, you as well could have a child that is beyond all educational standards. This is not unique to me or Mitchell. How do I know this? I was not that good in school, okay? Growing up, I struggled with school heavily, all right? Spelling did not come automatically to me whatsoever. Mathematics did not come automatically to me whatsoever. Pretty much all the core subjects did not come automatically to me whatsoever. It was very difficult. I had to spend extra time beyond what the average student did in order to pass by with mediocre grades. So I'm here to tell you that regardless of where I was at in school, I know that my child will still be considered a genius by the average person and all educational standards. And that's because I know how to effectively support a child to develop those abilities. And in doing that, I'm also correcting all that programming that I had from childhood. When I say programming in this context, it's how I was not supported to physically have all the numbers, symbols, words integrated on a physical level, or to understand physical reality, or to have someone walk through life next to me. And that's not my parents' fault. My parents did the best that they could with the circumstances and the knowledge that they had. But now I'm in a position where I know more and I can take even more responsibility. And I'm going to be able to implement everything I've learned with my child. And I know that that is going to lead to him being way beyond all educational standards. And not just in one subject, you guys. I'm talking every single subject. He is going to excel compared to where anyone else his age will be at. And you just watch, you just wait. He's going to be born in September, and the years will pass and you will see this come into fruition. And so I just wanted to go live and tell you now, because it's obvious and plain to see when you can see that those three things will fundamentally support a child. And if you can support yourself with that as well, then your family is going to be so much better off. And so that's what I wanted to chat about on this live today. Yeah, just chilling out here on my deck with the little dogs. They're loving life. They're loving this weather. Lady is gonna be trained on the invisible fence soon. She's been waiting for summer to roll around to do so, as she's kind of a wild one, aren't you, baby? Come here. Lady is very much so more confident than this guy over here, Teddy. Tedster. Teddy is very much so more submissive dog. So I waited till summer so I can train her on the invisible fence, and then she'll be able to run free with Tedster. And yeah, so that's one of the things we're working on, is training the dogs right now. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining me on this live, and I hope you guys have a marvelous day, and reach out if you have any questions.